Hey, you! Yeah, you! Make sure to subscribe to watch all my newest videos and join the Clash Bro family. With that being said, if you need gems to build the best base in Clash of Clans, make sure to check out the description down below for cashforapps.com for your iOS or Android, and make sure to use the code ELG to get started with some free points. Enjoy the video. What's up, Clash Bros? Welcome back to another video. Today, I want to do something different. Have some fun with you guys. I decided to make up my own attack strategy, and it is called Giant. Yes, that was the name I came up with for it. And of course, it's an acronym for the troops I am using. Let's look at why it's called Giant. For the giant part, I just used giants, of course. So that one was easy. For the P, I used P.E.K.K.A.s. That was perfect because it's a girl and the title of the attack strategy is... You get the point. I also decided to add in the poison spell to really emphasize the P. You know, maybe like a capital P or something. The U was difficult, but that is where I used the jump spell. Using the U, it works, since there is no wall breakers in this strategy. The next two, S's, which was tough because not one troop in the game has an S in their names. So I had to use the haste spell. And for the second S, I had to use some imagination and use wizards in my clan castle. Just work with me, alright? And the Y, of course, was a Valkyrie. Alright, now that we have the troops for the acronym, what kind of army does this make? Well, this is it. 4 P.E.K.K.A.s, 12 Giants, 7 Valkyries, Wizards in the Clan Castle, 2 Jump, 1 Poison, and 4 Haste spells. This is a crazy attack strategy, but let's see how it works. Now my first base, I just went balls to the walls and decided to attack a Town Hall 10 with pretty much max Town Hall 9 defenses as my first practice run with this attack strategy. You guys always complain that I attack lower level bases. I decided that the real way to test this attack strategy is to use it against a top level base. My strategy wasn't really planned out for this attack. I'm just playing it fast and loose. This is how I decided to play this out. I used my giants first to take the first initial punishment to take a heat away from my wizards and valkyries to hopefully clear out a path for my P.E.K.K.A.s and heroes. I used a jump spell to jump over the walls and hopefully pull my P.E.K.K.A.s into the base. That didn't quite work out with this attack, and 2 of my P.E.K.K.A.s went to the outside of the base. But the plan was that as soon as my troops get to the center, I would start laying down haste spells like I had Parkinson's disease. And when they start running into more walls or to pull them into the center of the base, I would use my second jump spell. That part of the attack worked perfectly, and I got a good amount of my troops into the center. Sabex had over 400k in gold and almost 2k in dark elixir. It was a perfect base to get into the center with, and starting to look like it isn't a bad strategy. It has a lot of power, high HP to take a lot of punishment, and the wizards in the clan castle add a little more offense to make this a decent strategy. I did run into a little bit of trouble at the end, but I still had my Archer Queen's ability, and once I popped that, she was able to take down the town hall, and I was able to get at least 1 star. Not a bad start. 47%, so I really was close to that second star on this base. With 200k in gold and 1700 dark elixir, I'll take that. Giant is not too bad so far. Let's try the next base. Robert was the next victim that was going to take some giant laid on him. He wasn't ready for it. This time, I really wanted to focus on getting all of my P.E.K.K.A.s into the center of the base and not have them go around the outside. I really think I could have pulled in that second star on that last base if I was able to do that. I originally planned to start this attack on the east side of the village, but as I was clearing out buildings, a Tesla pops up and takes the attention of the giants. It was time to adjust and adapt to this situation. Now I will have to start clearing out the north buildings and hopefully start my attack from there. I didn't want to start my attack from there because of Robert's Archer Queen, but I had no choice if I wanted to try and execute this raid to the best of my ability. I dropped a jump spell early to get my giants to the defenses since there were 5 defenses hitting them. They wouldn't have survived for too long trying to break through the walls. I lay down all of my giants and dropped my wizards behind them. It is crunch time. The time is dripping off the clock, and with only 2 minutes to go, it was time to start laying down all of my arsenal. I had to hurry up and drop down my P.E.K.K.A.s, and I dropped them down one building too early, and one of my P.E.K.K.A gets pulled to the outside. Why are you so dumb? How come 3 P.E.K.K.A.s go to the center, and one decides to be the run of the pack and wander off to just die? Man, I was pissed. I laid down another jump spell, directed my troops to the center, and start laying down haste spells everywhere that I see troops bunched up. They are pushing through the base, and so much chaos is going on that I can't really tell what is happening. I try to lay down a poison spell on the Barbarian King, but as soon as I do, my troops draw his attention and pulls him out of the area of effect. My troops were still able to take him down along with the Town Hall. 1 star. Then the 50%. 2 star. Awesome. I watch as my troops try to take on the remainder of the defenses, but there is just too many defenses left to take on. So before my Barbarian King goes down, I decided to end the raid. Not too bad. I pulled in a little over 200k in loot along with my loot bonus. 64% 2 star. The strategy is getting better. Let's try this giant one more time. This time I picked Flying Ryan to take on this giant attack. Is he man enough to take it on? Will it overpower him and swallow him up? Or will he be able to use his mighty, long, hard sword to push it so far up that it will finish the giant off? Let's watch. This time, I pick an easier path for my troops to enter into the base. I pretty much was able to drop all of my troops in less than 30 seconds and still get them all into the base using the jump spell. The only troops I wasn't able to get inside was my main shooters. That will hurt me. I could have saved a jump spell to help them jump into the base, but I couldn't risk wasting a jump spell, so I used it on the center troops to hop into the base and hopefully take on the 7 defenses in the center. This is the base that I like to have myself. When someone is in the center of the base, you have almost every defense hitting you, and it shows how powerful it is by taking out most of my troops. Luckily for the haste spells, it still pushes my troops through the buildings in the center, but without my wizards and archer queen to help them out, the defenses were able to take them out. I noticed that my top troops still have a chance to make it to the main section of the base, but as they break through the cannon and wizard tower, a giant bomb goes off and takes out all of my wizards. That hurts the rest of my attack. With them, I had a chance, but without them, it looks like I'll not be able to get the 100%. I still let the attack play out just to see how well my giants hold up, but there is no real hope. I just pop my Archer Queen's ability to heal her back up, and I end the raid. Not bad. I wasn't going for the loot for this base, more for practicing the attack. I do get more percentage with 69%. 69. Giant. You can't tell me that's not funny. Let's see how this attack strategy is overall. In all 3 attacks, I was able to get stars, with a total of 5 out of 9 stars. That is not bad, and still in the winning column. So for a pushing strategy, this would help you push in trophies. But it doesn't seem to be a 3-star strategy. But I would say this is at least a guarantee 1 star. I don't see a huge chance in losing an attack with this strategy. Seeing the amount of power and HP this attack strategy has. Now for farming, the first 2 attacks that I picked had a base with loot. The troops were able to get into the center where the main storages were at to grab the storages. The first attack, I grabbed half of the golden elixir possible and all of the dark elixir. The second attack, I was able to grab more than 50% of both golden elixir and all of the dark elixir once again. In the third attack, I was able to grab 90% of both the gold and elixir and the dark elixir. This strategy works well to grab decent amount of loot on bases, but it works extremely well when it comes to grabbing the dark elixir on bases because of the high power and HP that this attack strategy has, that they can get to the center of the base where the dark elixir storage is usually at. Now the 2 problems I see with this attack are, 1, that it costs a bunch of loot to build, and I mean a bunch. In just elixir, this attack strategy costs 234,000. In spells and troops, that is expensive. You could cut the cost by lowering down giants and adding wall breakers, and that would cut the cost of the 27,000 elixir and jump spells, or you could add more Valkyries and giants and lower down a P.E.K.K.A or 2. but I don't think that will help you in this strategy. In Dark Elixir, the army comp costs 1,130, which isn't terrible, but it isn't good either. But this strategy is really good at finding and getting to the Dark Elixir on villages. So you'll probably be able to cover the cost of the Dark Elixir part of the army in your attacks. Second problem I see with this attack strategy is that this isn't a 3-star attack. You are able to do a huge amount of damage at the beginning, but if you lose 1 or 2 P.E.K.K.A.s to the dark world of the outside of the base, or a few of them go down from defenses, the rest of your troops will not be far behind. That is why this attack strategy isn't a good 3-star. But I'd almost say that you would have to mess this attack up pretty bad not to pull in at least 1 star. Overall, if those are the only 2 problems I see with this attack strategy, I think it is pretty good. And for me just making this attack strategy up just this morning in about 20 minutes, I think it even adds a few more points. If I was to rate this attack strategy 1 out of 10, I would give this strategy a 6 out of 10. It is a fun strategy to use and it will be useful for trophy pushing and Dark Elixir farming. But if you are low on Elixir or just trying to farm for upgrades, I would pass on this attack strategy. Well, there it is, you guys, the giant attack strategy. What do you guys think of this attack strategy? What would you rate it out of 10? Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. And now it's time for everybody's favorite game, Stinky Pinky. It's time to play the game Stinky Pinky, a word game called Stinky Pinky. Everybody loves the game Stinky Pinky. It's time to play the game Stinky Pinky, a word game called Stinky Pinky. I'm the best at Stinky Pinky. Everybody loves the game Stinky Pinky. Stinky Pinky is a wordplay game where you describe 2 words that rhyme, but you can't use those words in the description. If I was to give you Smelly Finger, you would give me Stinky Pinky. Last video Stinky Pinky was disport, criminate. And the answer was entertain, detain. And the Clash Bro who got the Stinky Pinky correct first was CSL122100. Why do people put so many numbers in their names? Well, great job, Clash Bro. You can hold your Stinky Pinky high up in the air. You are today's winner. I have an exciting announcement. Today's Stinky Pinky is our 40th Stinky Pinky. That is huge. 40 videos of Clash Bros playing the game Stinky Pinky. It has definitely become everybody's favorite game. So today, I'll be giving a gift to the Clash Bro who gets the answer correct first. And that is Clash Bro stickers. Everyone will need to be on their A game. If you would like some Clash Bro stickers and be featured in my next video, all you have to do is be the first person to answer the correct Stinky Pinky in the comments. This video's 40th special Stinky Pinky is Thanksgiving item, meat snack. If you enjoyed today's video, make sure to show all your love by smashing the like button. Want to join the Clash Bro family? All you have to do is subscribe. Make sure to tell your friends and clanmates about this channel and have them join the Clash Bro family with you. Hope you guys have a great day, and don't forget my Clash Bros to stay beautiful.
Make it drop, honey.